Sun's slowly going down and we're ready to see our movie. So lots of people told us it was either Barbie or Indiana Jones, and thank you Bob, Ian and Russell for the suggestion of Barbie, but I think we're going to go Indiana Jones number 5 and Treasure 2, which is in 35mm, so that should be quite good. We'll let you know how we go.
Okay, we're at the drive-in. We're the first ones here. And we've got about 10 more minutes before they open the gate and let us through.
So
and
we're waiting in anticipation, and look at the cars, they're all sort of coming up behind us there. But we're number one. We're number one, we get the best spot.
who are the kids?
We're the kids, haven't been to a drive-in for a long time.
Many, many years.
Here comes the lady with the money. She'll be opening the gate soon, and she's going into her ticket box. If she can find the key. Well, looks like she can't find the key, not having our money. It's over, Joe. Hey, how you going? We've been looking forward to this so much and we got here too early.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Well, this is our winter hours at the moment. We're hoping at 6:30 start.
Okay.
When it gets towards the end of September, we go back to 7 o'clock.
Oh, very good. Yeah. So you just want the money?
Are you going to watch the movie?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, right. Are you going to Barbie or the other one?
The other one.
Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones. So we've got some fish and chips. I'll tell you what, that fish is really nice.
Yummy.
Yep, and we're right here. There's our screen. The car in front of us is low enough, so we're ready for action. Okay, so we've got Steve here at the Charters Towers Drive-In. So Steve, tell us a bit about the drive-in theatre.
Built in 1965, opened in 66.
Yes.
Still runs. It's had its ups and downs over the years. It's had its battles. But yeah, it's still here and it's good for the town, and it's the only drive-in theatre that's up this way that's actually twinned with 2 screens, and it can show film and digital. It's fully equipped to do everything. Even video games can be put on the screen.
Oh, cool. And so these are the projectors
These are original
here?
film projectors that are still running like a dream.
Yes.
And that's the 4K digital as well.
Digital.
That runs all the new digital sort of movies, and that costs a fortune and gives us a lot more trouble and expense than what these film projectors ever did.
Okay, and the actual film on these reels, what size are they?
6,000 foot.
6,000 foot and 35 mil? 35 mil.
Yep.
And what sort of what power light does it have in it?
4K Xenon lamps.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, very powerful. Very powerful. Yeah. You've got to throw that image so far and spread it so far on a big screen. You actually have to run water through the back of the gates so they don't cook the film while they're projecting it.
Okay,
yeah,
that's good.
Quite amazing, but very, very reliable.
Yep. And what's this machine here for?
This is a long play platter system, which is an automatic feed system. So you don't have to change reels. You can just run it straight through the platter feeder, straight through the projector, and it takes back up. And it's ready to go again. You don't have to rewind it. It feeds from the centre in.
You use that all the time?
Always, because I'm a lazy projectionist. Digital has made me very lazy, but I still love film. And if it's a one-nighter, we will run it on reel to reel and do changeovers.
Yes.
But if it's in for a week or two, like one particular is at the moment,
yes.
Especially the repertory,
yes.
We love to screen a lot of repertory films on film.
Yes.
Like Lost Boys, and this is Purple Rose of Cairo. We've got National Treasure 2 on at the moment. We've got film prints. If we've got a film print, we'll always run film over digital because it is just so much better on screen and so reliable.
Cool.
And you get a really good reproduction of analog compared to digital.
And I recognise these film boxes here. So they're the ones that get sent backwards and forwards, canisters?
They go to the vault,
yes.
And then come back to us. Well, there is no vault, but we have a vault.
Okay.
We own a vault.
Okay, don't.
And we store a lot of prints.
So I'll just have a bit of a look out the window here, and you can see the screen out there.
That's the main one.
Yeah, and yeah, very impressive.
It's built out of a railway line.
Okay.
Everything was second hand when they built the place. It was built for £22,000 in '65, and it opened in '66 on St Patrick's Day. In '66 when the country went to decimal currency.
Oh wow.
And that's when it opened. And it was built on a bet. It was never to last. But at the time, drive-in theatres were being built because they were just considered a better business model than running cinemas all the time and sessions and all that. And it was a good way of combating television.
Very good.
They were really good. They had a good run there for a long time. And then of course with video and everything else, it brought them down. But no, those that are left are enjoying a bit of a renaissance.
So does it get fairly hot in here?
No, it's fully air conditioned.
Air conditioned.
In the old days it did, but because of digital, you actually have to keep the room at 25 or else the projector won't work.
Good. Sure.
Whereas these old girls, they'll work with the doors open and the aircon off. No worries at all.
Yeah, excellent.
There's 2 screens.
Yeah.
2 screens.
Yeah, there's 2 screens. So we'll have a look at the other screen. The other projection
the other
room.
screens have got a lot more in it. Projection room. This is what this is what cinemas should really be doing, but they don't. They just have the pregnant version of home video now. But we have the digital here, and it sits there. But we still have our Cummings and Wilsons. That's the projector I learnt my trade on. Now that was built by Cummings and Wilson in Alberta Street, Sydney, in 1928.
Wow.
And it's Australian made, and it still runs. And as a matter of fact, it ran this film print last night, A National Treasure, like a dream. And the only difference is we don't have the carbon arc on the back, we have the xenon lamps now.
Yes.
But that is a beautiful piece of Australian-made cinema history there that continues to run to this day. And there's its sister. It's sitting here on standby, and it gets used on real change nights if we're just having a one night only. Over there is a beautiful EX6000 Ike theatrical. A lot of the schools that used to have Ike projectors in Bow and Howe to show films in schools, this is the theatrical model of those, and it'll show the smaller 16mm film,
Yes.
which we have an enormous catalogue. Well, we own the film company, so that helps. And that shows all of our classic and repertory, and that will actually put an image up on the screen as bright as the film projectors, so it's great. And that's a long play system for it that we got built locally.
Wow.
Those reels were made by our local aluminium manufacturer, made one of the biggest 16mm reels in the world, and there they are.
That's huge.
And you can load a few movies onto them and they'll automatically feed the projector. So, and we have a great young girl, Leela, and she's learnt the trade, and she operates the projection room and does the serving at the counter and the cash, and ducks up here and starts it and changes the lenses, and Leela can also make up film prints, and she's terrific. Best little projectionist we've had.
So does the film ever accidentally break?
No, it's all polyester based. Now, it's
Okay.
not celluloid. A lot of it was polyester. It'll actually rip the guts out of your projector. You could tow a boat with it. It won't break. So it'll break if you splice together is wrong, but no, very rare. The old celluloid prints can break, but you want them to break. If they don't break, they'll damage your projector.
Yep.
So, but they can always be spliced back together.
And so you have your showings on Wednesday?
Friday, Saturday, Sunday is when the drive-in mainly runs from September to Easter, because the tourist season's off and there's always so much on and it's a quiet time.
Yep.
And then from Easter to September, it runs a Wednesday night during the week just to pick up any tourists that can't make it on weekends.
Yep.
And a few locals. And in school holidays, it runs every night, bar Mondays and Thursdays.
Oh, wow.
I have to have a couple of nights off during the week.
And do you always have 2?
Always a double feature. The drive-in, it's not like the cinema where you just catch a session and then you're gone. Well, a lot of people can do that at home now. It's got to be a night out at the movies. It's got to be, it's got to be dinner and a show. And that's what because that's how it always used to be. You used to go to the picture theatre and you always... Picture theatre or drive-in theatre, hardtop or drive-in, you always got a double feature.
But you had to have interval.
And you had to have interval, and that's where you made your money. That's exactly right. That's how we make our money, and that's how we survive today, because we can only run at night, and people come in early, and we do put the main on first. Sometimes we'll put it on second if the support's very short, and it's a longer show, just to get the interval over early. But, people come to the movies, and they come to the drive-in for the double feature, because it is a night out. Now, you can go to McDonald's and all that, and they'll give you your dinner and that, but they don't give you a double feature. And that's why we don't like outside food being brought in. You buy our food. It's cheaper, it's better for you, it's tasty, it's fresh. And you get dinner, and then you watch your show, and then intermission comes, you come up and you get your ice cream or your choc top or your drink or your coffee or your popcorn or your chocky bar, and that's your dessert. And then you watch another movie, and then you go home, and you're not broke because it's a cheap night out.
Yeah, the double feature, what, it's $9.50?
$9.50 for a double and $7.50 concession.
Gee, that's
for a
good.
double
That's
feature.
really good.